Time to practice the things we learned. Here I'm back in the exercise we did before, where we outsourced all the different pieces into components. Until now we were not able to have them talk to each other. Time to change this. What I want to achieve now, or what I want you to achieve, is that in my servers component here, we get a separate component for each list item, and we loop through all these separate components we then created with a V4 loop and pass the current index, so the current server number to stay in this world, to this server. Well, let's make it a bit more complicated. Actually, let's create an array of server objects here in the servers view instance we have to create in the script tags, therefore. Remember that data should be a function when having a single file template like this. And then pass the ID of each server, which you set in this object, to each component here, which holds a list item. And then when you click such a server here, I want to load it in the server details component, where we have a button to switch the server status, which should also be managed in the data property of the servers.view file. Now I will start by setting up this object holding all the servers, and thereafter I would recommend going on your own. I'm just doing this as some starting help so that you don't accidentally run into problems just because I maybe did not clearly say what the idea is. So here we would have in the servers view file a default object with some data. Remember, data shall be a function returning an object which then actually holds our data. And then I want to have a servers property in this view instance available therefore. And servers should be an array of multiple JavaScript objects where each object has, let's say, a ID, server ID. That could be a number, 1 for example, and then a status. Let's say normal for the first one, and then I'll repeat this 3 times. So I have the IDs 1 to 4, and I have critical, I have unknown, and I have normal again. Just an example. And then, this is where you take over. I want you to loop through all these servers, create a new component for the list item, pass the ID and the status to that, be able to click this component, and then load the server in server details where we have a button to change the status back to normal. That's the exercise. Let's see how you solve it. I will show you my solution in the next video.